Okay, I've just arrived at the 40th Bangkok International Motor Show, looking for anything to do with electric vehicles. Forget hybrids, we're way past that now. We'll see what the vendors are up to. Well, I lied. Here's the BMW i8. This for 13 million baht, which is $420,000. It's still a hybrid. Okay, I talked to BMW man. They've got a couple of plug-in hybrids here along with the i8, but they're not importing the i3 to Thailand anymore. That's going backwards, folks. This is crazy. This is not the direction we should be going. Woohoo, I found one! It's the Hyundai Kona. Pure electric. And look at all the people here talking about it. This is great. Okay, here's the specs on the Kona electric battery pack. They've got two choices. 39.2 goes 312 kilometers. 64 goes 482. That's really quite good. They try to make it look like an engine cover, but it's the inverter and DC to DC and all the other electronics. Charging port here. Normal dashboard saying the doors are open. Entertainment, navigation. Drive select. Yeah, looks just like a regular car. Good job. I have to wait for the photo shoot and then I can go and look at the car. Now we're inside the Ioniq. Similar display as in the Kona. It looks a little more upscale to me though. Slightly different drive selector. This is a wireless cell phone charging right here. Smaller screen here. And this is definitely more of a sedan. The Kona is more of a hatchback style, but the price is really good. It really has no competition here now that the i3 is gone. I think I found the charge door opening button. I don't know what auto plug does, but let's push it and see. Yeah, CCS combo, normal plug, and fast DC charging. That's good. Now the Ioniq only has one size. I believe it's the 28 kilowatt hour. And they start at around 1.7 to 1.8 million baht, which is about just over $50,000, which is really good for an electric car that's imported from South Korea, that they have to pay all the taxes on. So that's really quite dramatically good in the market here in Thailand. Lamborghini has an SUV. The world is coming to an end. Here we are on the Audi stage, and right up on front is the eTron. The much delayed, much talked about, much press released eTron is finally in the flesh. The CEO, I don't know if he's still in jail over Dieselgate or if they let him out, but he got arrested. So let's go have a look. Here's the specs, 5.1 million baht, which is a non-trivial amount of money. 2 electric motors for a boost max power of 408 horsepower and a 95 kilowatt hour battery. So that's pretty big. So a couple of things I noticed about the car is it's got a camera side view mirror, which I'm pretty sure is not legal anywhere in the world, and it's also left-hand drive. So this is not customized to the Thai market. I think they just shipped it over here as a technology demonstrator. I'll have a chat with the German-looking man over there to see if he's got any details. It's got 1, 2, 3 screens, and this is the drive mode selector, this kind of thing hanging in the air over here. That's pretty cool. Lots of buttons and switches all over this place. The side view mirror right here, it's a live view of what's happening. You can see those people walking. They're actually behind the door of the car. The camera's not here, the camera's in the door. And there's the other camera. You can see it looking backwards to that guy right there. Okay, I had a nice chat with the German fellow. He said this camera system is production. This car, you can book it today and it will be in the driver's hands by the end of 2019. Just as you see it, except the steering wheel will be over there. And the camera system is actually higher resolution than high definition, and these are OLED displays, and it was important for them. They did about 10 years of research on this to get the camera and the screen good enough to be of use to the driver, and it's actually tied in with their crash management system with the radar and all their ultrasonic sensors. So if it sees something coming up the side, this is tied into object detection and accident avoidance. So this is German engineering, and Thailand is the launch country in Asia for this car. It's coming out in Thailand before any other Asian markets, as you see it. So if you've got 5.1 million baht burning a hole in your pocket, this is the car for you. And I had to jump back in the car because I remembered one more thing, and there's a blaring presentation happening outside. The charging system is CCS combo, and because they live under the brand with Porsche, they plan to be able in the future to charge this car in 8 minutes. So they're going to jump on the internal 800 volt bus and insane amperage charging system that the new Porsche is going to have. I think it's Taycan is the model. So you'll see a lot of technology sharing between all of these high-end models under the VW brand. Okay, we walked right past the Porsche booth because they still only have hybrids. We're in the Jaguar booth with these gorgeous machines and an iPace. I can't believe it's actually here. That is awesome. And the price is pretty good too, 5.5 million baht, which is just a little bit above the Audi that we just looked at. But with all the options stacked on, 7 million baht. You're paying $10,000 for those wheels. You better enjoy them. I gotta see if I can get my way into sitting inside. Looks pretty roped off. Oh, the nice man let me inside the iPace. We closed the door because it's so noisy out there. But it's got a cool display here. That's a good way to show your charge level. Center display, and then this is probably the heating and air conditioning. It's got kind of a wild storage thing here and a center console. It smells like new car leather. It's very classy and stylish in here. There's a camera, driver facing camera, passenger facing camera, which they will use for drowsy checking. The back seat is really spacious, lots of leg room right there. And this version of the car, there's 3 different levels. This one has a fixed glass roof all the way from about 6 inches in front of the driver's head all the way past the back passengers. It's just really, really well executed interior, just as you would expect from a Jag. Controls are minimally usable, and I mean that in a good way. You're not overloaded with controls around the car. Jog wheel probably has many, many functions along with this pad. This is really good. So they've got 3 levels. There's the 5.5 million baht, 6.2, and 7 million baht, and you're picking up features along the way, of course. But so this is right in the ballpark with that Audi over there, and then these two you're just adding on ridiculous features to get yourself up to 7 million baht. But if you've got the money, then go for it. It's got the presenting door handles, those $10,000 wheels, really nice lines. It's like they didn't make any compromises. CCS combo charging. There's all the specs over there. 90 kilowatt hour battery pack, 470 kilometers of range, 0 to 100 kilometers in 4.8 seconds, which is, given how heavy this car is, I mean that's an okay number for an electric. And you know, they claim there are 400 charging stations around Bangkok, so it's good to see them here. And the nice man said that they're going to be delivering the first cars in the Thailand market in September of this year, and they already have 4 orders booked. So it's a good launch for the car in Thailand. Bentley has an SUV. The world is coming to an end. Okay, here we are in the MG booth, and they have an electric vehicle up on the main stage and nothing more about it. It's a concept car. It looks like a crossover, a small SUV, no price. The lady said battery yai, which means big battery, so who knows what that means. Not for sale, maybe next year. But it's good that they're getting into the act and showing off the possibilities for the future. Here we are in the Mitsubishi booth, and they don't have any electrics for sale, but they've got this E-Evolution prototype, suicide doors, some crazy futuristic looking cockpit. I don't know why they waste their time doing this. Time and money when they could be actually building the car. Maserati has an SUV. The world is coming to an end. And we're finally here. 9 years after being introduced to the world, it's finally coming to Thailand, and it's spinning around on the stage. They've got some more over there, so let's go take a look. And it's good, they actually have an entire section of the show floor set up for leaf and charging and intelligent mobility and the whole deal. So they're really trying to get some attention for the car. Okay, I was having a chat with the nice ladies. I don't know if you can see over there, but it says the battery is 40 kilowatt hours. That's the only size they have on offer. And there's a typo here. I almost lost it when I saw 110 kilowatt hours, but it's 110 kilowatts is motor power, not kilowatt hours battery power. But it's right at 2 million baht, so it's maybe a little more expensive than the 2 over in the Hyundai booth. But it's finally here. They said I can book it today, and they will start delivering them in May, so we're only a couple of months away from having this car rolling around in Thailand. I'm recording this after the show because the noise was just insane. What they're showing here is the Honda PCX scooter hybrid, not the pure electric one that I showed you back at the electric vehicle conference. I am in email contact with the manager of Honda Thailand, who's introducing this pure electric motorbike someday. She says they haven't decided when it will be released, but the fact that it's not here troubles me a little bit, because I've heard rumors that the Thai government wants them to build a battery recycling station. Also, there's issues with pricing. They might think that they can't sell it in the market at the current cost it cost them to actually build the bike. So I'm disappointed it's not here, but I still have my fingers crossed. Rolls-Royce has an SUV. The world is coming to an end. I'm here at the Harley-Davidson booth. They do not have the electric live wire bike, I think it's called, but I talked with one of the guys who I think was American, and he said they'll probably bring it over in 1 to 2 years, and if they're smart to avoid a bunch of taxes, they will do the final assembly here in their factory like they do with all the rest of these bikes. If you bring the parts over and assemble them here, the taxes are much, much lower than bringing a fully assembled vehicle into Thailand. So cross your fingers for a $30,000 electric Harley-Davidson. And here we are at Motorbikes electric scooters. I have not heard of these guys before. Okay, the scooter design is like mine, but better. All LED lights, disc brakes front and rear, 2,000 watt motor, 1.4 kilowatt hour lithium battery, all for 62,000 baht. That's far less than I paid for my Toyotron with better features. So that's fantastic. The sport bike right now is a rear hub motor, but they say the power is almost too intense. So they're designing it with the motor in the frame and a belt drive, and it'll be more drivable with the same power but easier to drive. And that delivery bike actually has a refrigerator compartment on the back to keep deliveries cold that are going to the customer. So I'm really happy with these guys. They've only been in business for about 2 years, and this is their first show. Because they're ready to show off their products now. So, good job, Motorbikes. Aston Martin has an no, they don't. Actually, the CEO, Andy somebody or other, has said that they are on the way. They are making electric prototypes right now, including hybrids and pure electrics. In case you want your Vanquish Coupe at 28 million baht. That will buy you an entire village here in Thailand. Next up is FOM, First 1 Mile Mobility. And they've got these cute little electric city cars. That's the battery pack right there, and the motor's in the front. It's very, very square and short, so it's a perfect city car for driving and parking. Okay, I'm sitting inside, and this is a very small city car. It looks like you could just hose it out. It's all plastic and bare metal. It's designed and built in Thailand. It costs 600,000 baht, and if I buy it today, they'll give me 100,000 baht off. Now, here's the cool thing. This and this is the accelerator. You can do one or the other or both. It only has one pedal. That's the brake. So this is go and this is stop. And it floats. That's crazy. They say the designer is Japanese and he was worried about tsunamis and things in cities. So he designed this so that it floats. And the back seat is microscopic. There is literally no room. I suppose if you push this all the way up, you could get a couple of children back there. But that's all you get. This is plastic and fabric. Not even an AM radio. But it's got everything you want to get you around town. Little compartments. That's pretty cool. They've got this one set up as a delivery car. There's a strapped container in the passenger seat, and then space in the back. And here we have a little homegrown Thai enterprise, Mine Mobility, Mission No Emission. Let's go check them out. Okay, after a long chat with a very helpful lady, this car is designed and built in Thailand. The battery pack comes from Taiwan. They have 3 cars on display. It's all the same model. It's kind of a boxy crossover. The battery pack is 30 kilowatt hours, and you can go 200 kilometers on a charge. It has CCS combo, so it's got all the happy charging. It's going to cost around 1 million baht, which is outstanding, because I guess they don't have to pay any import taxes, and it's, you know, designed for the Thai market, so they're looking at affordable prices. It's not going to be available until the beginning of next year. And even though they've got cars here that look complete, she said there's more work to be done. McLaren has an no, I'm kidding, they don't. But I bet if they took one of these, stuck all their Formula One labels on it, and drove it in the race, they would probably do better than their F1 car. Now we're at the Vespa booth, and bing! There's the electric. I've read about this, but I've never seen one. Unfortunately, the man does not have the paper for it. He does not know how much it costs, and he does not know the battery size. So, I am the power, but I don't know anything about myself. But they'll get there. It exists. That's a good place to start. I had just walked up to the Yamaha booth when I asked the man at the desk if they had any electric bikes, and he just turned around and pointed behind him where this stunt rider was giving a demonstration of this prototype electric dirt bike they've got. And it's pretty impressive to see the power and the maneuverability of this bike as he's going off all the jumps. So overall, I think it was a good showing for electric cars at the show. We have 5 new models from major manufacturers, along with several good-looking electric motorbikes. It's a big jump from the last show, and I look for even better in the future. As you stare out on my beach, I would ask you to subscribe to my channel and click like on this video so YouTube thinks I'm worthy again, and I have so many people on my channel that they'll give me 10 cents a day in ad revenue. So I thank you for that.